when I tell you what they did to Camello Anthony, honey, they didn't just railroad Carmelo Anthony. They put the whole train in a lock box. Do you hear what I'm saying, y'all? They threw away the key and looked us dead in our faces and said, "What train? I don't see no train. You see a train? Huh? You don't see a train? You don't see a whole 17-year-old child getting dragged through a courtroom with no cameras, no records, no nothing, and you don't see that?" So we just reading this 193-page motion. 193 pages, y'all. And this the part right here, this the part that made me just stop. Made me put the phone down. I had to walk around my living room talking to myself like I was a crazy person. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been there? Press 2 if you have. Judge Roach. Why are you still holding Camello Anthony's whole court file in your chambers? Locked away, sealed shut, like it's your personal diary? Like you wrote your secrets in that? Like you scared somebody gonna read what you really did, Judge Roach? And here's the kicker, y'all. The whole file, not some documents. Not, we redacted the sensitive parts. Not the protecting the victim's family. The entire file sealed. Every page, every word, every lie they told, every agreement they made, every handshake in that back room, all of it gone. Proof sealed. But wait. How was it sealed? Honey? An oral order. An oral order. He didn't write it down like he's supposed to. He didn't put it on a paper. He opened his mouth and said some words in a room, and poof, no more public access. No written order explaining why. No public notice. No open hearing. No reading, finding, or why the public should be denied access to a case that the whole country is watching. The whole world is watching this. If you're not hiding nothing, Judge Roach, why are you hiding the whole file behind a spoken sentence, huh? Why are you hiding it behind words that floated out your mouth and disappeared in thin air? You can appeal a written order, y'all. You can challenge findings. You can take a written paper to a higher court and say, "Look at this." But you can't appeal words. You can't appeal a sentence somebody said out loud in a room. It's like a speeding ticket the officer never wrote. You can't find what don't exist. You cannot fight what don't exist on paper. You cannot prove it happened. You can't prove it didn't happen. It's just sits there in the air, in his mouth, in his chambers, with the file he won't let nobody see. And here's where Mike Howard. Where is he? Where is Mike Howard? Where is Toby? Toby Shook, where you at, Toby? Toby, the former prosecutor, 20 years plus, used to run a whole law firm with Bill, with him, partners for 30 years. 30 years. They shared a desk. They shared clients. They shared a building. They probably shared Thanksgiving dinner. And Toby Shook just watched. Just watched. Just let the Judge Roach seal the file with his mouth. Didn't object. Didn't stand up. Didn't say, "Your Honor, my client has a right to public record." Didn't write an affidavit. Didn't say nothing. When did Toby Shook come on this case? Was it before the sealing? Was it after? Was it his idea? Was it planned with Bill? Where is his affidavit? Why is he so quiet? Why he acting like he wasn't in the room? Why is he acting like he don't know what an unconstitutional sealing look like when he's been in courtrooms for 20 plus years? Because any person with eyes, any person with a half a brain and one good eye can see this is extremely unconstitutional. You can close a courtroom, but you got to say why. In writing, on the record, let people object, give people a chance to fight it. None of that happened here. None of it. But here's the part. Honey, here's the part that should bother everybody in America. Every one of the last one of y'all. Camello's new dream team lawyers. Honey, his appellate defense counsel, they asked to see the file. June 29, 2026. The court said, sure, come to my chambers. But first, promise you won't tell nobody what you see. Promise silence first. Then we'll show you the file. Promise silence first? That's like asking a man to plead guilty before you tell him the charge. That's like saying, sign this blank check and then I'll tell you how much you owe me. That's like saying, put your hands behind your back, then tell you what you did wrong. What in that file that got them so desperate to hide? What did Toby and Mike Coward agree to keep from their own client? Camello don't even know about this. There is nothing on the record. His own lawyers didn't explain why they allowed it. They didn't tell him. They didn't tell his mama. They didn't tell nobody. Just sealed it, spoke it shut, and walked away with the money. So I need y'all to sit with this. Yeah, I need y'all to sit with this. I need y'all to really sit with this. Why seal the whole file by speaking it? Why not written order? Why not objection from the defense? Why was Toby Shook, Bill, former partner, his law firm partner, his friend, bought on at all? Was he there to make sure the railroad stayed on track? Was he there to make sure the fix stayed fixed? Was he there to watch the back of the system while the system watched Camello's back get pushed against the wall? Because when you hide the record, you hide the crime. And when you hide the crime, you protect the criminals. And the criminals ain't Camello Anthony. The criminals ain't the 17-year-old child who was scared for his life under a tent. The criminals and the grown men are the grown men in the suits. These grown men in the suits who shook hands, split money, spoke files shut, and looked at a black child and said, 35 years. Y'all, if they can seal a whole court file with a spoken sentence, no paperwork, no proof, no appeal, they can do it to any of us. Any case, anytime, any courtroom, no paper trial, no accountability, no nothing. Just words in the air and a child in a cell. This ain't just about Camello Anthony. This is about whether any of us can even trust what happens behind closed doors in a courtroom again. Whether we can trust a word they say when they won't even write it down. I need y'all to drop y'all comments, like, comments, share, subscribe, And stay messy, but stay informed and stay ready because they are coming for all of us. Honey, they coming for all of us if we let them. Listen, I ain't letting their ass. I'm not doing it. Not today, not tomorrow, not never.